Hi guys, welcome back to the Exchange Podcast.
I'll go and people.
Yeah man,
Yeah.
so today's topic is, do we really have free will?
Do we?
Do we?
Do we?
Do we?
Do we?
Do we have it?
Do you run, you do run.
Listen, I honestly, going off of, and this is just, I was sitting and I was thinking, wow, do you know what? After the whole conversation, like previous conversations we've had about life and death and God and this, that, right there, I think myself,
And John.
people who, if you believe in God, then I don't see how you can actually think you have free will.
Why?
Because you guys who believe in God believe that
No, you
he's
believe in
the...
God. You said you
Let him
guys.
finish.
Let him finish.
I'm sorry, boss. Sorry. It's
Let
not a conversation. And I don't ask her.
Let him land.
Like, okay, let me say, okay,
God.
people who believe in God believe that God is that this all-powerful, all-knowing,
Omnipotent,
All of the-
omnipresent.
Yeah. No, let him finish. Let him finish.
You want to go?
Don't say anything.
yeah, so you know it's like, you believe that he has your life in his hands and all that stuff, all your church songs and all that stuff.
Yeah. I like that song.
So everything about you, he's planned right for
That's
you.
God,
That's
God,
what you.
God.
That's what people who believe in God
No,
believe
not
that.
necessarily.
So then you don't have. So you believe that your life is going how you want it to go,
Not necessarily.
but your God,
Your God. What are you
I know,
saying
exactly
this?
that.
whoever your God is, innit? Whoever your God is, you believe that
Who's your God?
he's so smart. Yeah, he's above being smart or whatever.
You talking
yeah.
about Jesus.
Whoever your God is,
Lord
No,
Jesus.
Jesus isn't a god.
whoever.
Lord and Savior
A
Jesus.
higher being, basically.
Whoever your higher being is that you
Follow a way of life.
that you lean towards, yeah. You believe
What
that
kind of beings?
they've like fine tuned you in it, like they know you inside and out, innit? So if they know you inside and out,
Beings.
Baked beans.
God.
Seriously.
Alright, go on.
so
go on,
yeah,
go on,
like
go on.
well, you believe that your higher being knows you inside out, but you believe that you have free will.
So you're saying that free will can't exist?
It don't exist.
If you believe in God,
It
or
can't.
if your theory of God is real, not yours.
Yeah.
If someone's theory of God is real,
You can't
they
have
can't have
free will because
What, because we believe that
Oh, because it's
everything's
been written
it's
already.
written, your life has been written.
You're following
Okay.
a
fated.
path
So
already
everything's
laid
fated
out.
to happen.
100%.
That's down to opinion though of the person that believes in God. Not everyone that believes in God believes that everything
yeah,
is
exactly.
fated and
But
that
that doesn't
there's a
make
path set
make
out.
sense then.
Because then they'll say the same thing.
Because
and be
isn't
like,
your
oh,
God isn't your God so smart that he would have outlined everything about you already?
Like that.
It sounds like one of the people in the Bible,
Okay,
like
hello,
your
thank
God,
you.
like the people that are persecuting Jesus.
I know, your
God
God.
will save
Your
you.
God.
Okay, cool. Someone who believes
My
in God,
judger, yeah, God.
yeah, like you,
My
like
judge.
okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that he knows everything
not
from the
he.
end? Okay, or it?
He's not defined
he's
to a
not
gender.
You lot stop throwing curveballs.
He's not got
You
a
know
pronoun.
what I mean?
So what is
He's not got
okay?
pronouns.
So
So is he though?
Okay, hold on.
Exactly.
Okay, so he's not a he. He's not a she. He's
Yeah.
not an it. What is it then?
He's not. You can't say he's a
Omnipresent.
he if
He
he's
is
not
everything and nothing all at once.
at the same
universal.
time.
Omnipresent, omnisense,
Oh my
omnipotent,
god. So
Omniverse.
Omniverse, come on.
so this.
omnirecipe.
So I can't even say this thing then. I can't say this thing.
No.
I can't give it a label.
So
I
what's
can't
the
give it a
terminology?
So what's the
What
terminology
What's the
then?
terminology?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
what is the
yeah.
terminology?
So what's my terminology to address it?
The
That you won't be
creator,
in.
the
Okay.
higher being.
Yeah, just say the creator.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for
the
the sake of
yeah,
Just
no,
for the
that's
sake
cool.
of this
That's cool.
conversation.
Okay,
Some-
the
wait,
creator.
You can say what you want. It's
Yeah, no,
just-
okay, no, yeah, okay, cool. The creator, yeah, the creator.
Not
Do you?
the.
Shut
Nah,
up,
you
man.
can't say it like- you can't say it
You
like
lot
this in your-
knows,
I've
man.
got to listen.
Yeah, you can't say it like
No, but
that.
you.
I'm
you-
still
you
waiting
come
to
from
hear
our
your
God,
point.
innit?
All now.
I'm still waiting to hear
now.
Everything I say, they keep dashing me up.
Just ignore them.
It's not
Just ignore
all
them
now.
and keep
All
talking
now.
up.
Look, yeah, okay, cool.
Sorry.
So
We're
the
playing
creator,
devil-
I'm
the
putting a wall
creator
here, yeah.
Yeah,
So
cool.
it's just
The
us
creator-
three right now.
is supposed to be like so smart, so like knows the end from the beginning, knows
Yeah.
inside out. But you've got free will. How does that even make sense?
I feel like perhaps
So-
you're taking it too,
Literal.
not just you, like yeah, literal. Like he's got this
So how,
power and
so
he's
how, so
got
how is
that
it
and
supposed to
that.
be taken?
It's to be taken
What
beyond
is
that.
okay,
You have
but
to
what
take
is
your
free
mind.
will? What is free will?
Free will is you
doing as you
being
please,
able
yeah?
to stand up now or sit down.
Yeah.
There's not a god in a communication station saying, right, you're going to stand up,
Yeah.
you're going to look over there, you get killed. That's too
Okay,
technical.
cool.
And this is why, as humans, we're inferior.
So why
to
is
a
there a
being
hell
that
then?
is so powerful.
So why would people then be
Do
able
you
to be able to
believe
sit
in hell? I didn't say there was a hell.
No, I'm just saying, if you believe in a god, you have to believe in the
you don't
opposite
have
to
to.
that.
No, you don't.
Not every religion has a hell and a heaven.
Or a devil.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm not talking about the devil. I'm talking about a place where
It's
you go
about hell.
for being bad.
Yeah. Not everyone believes in that. Not everyone that has religion believes that there's a hell and a heaven.
Do you believe that?
Do I believe that there's
Yeah.
a hell? I don't believe there's a hell. I don't believe there's a place.
A place,
What's your depiction of hell? A place with fire and the devil going burning people. Is that your depiction? Not
No.
saying I'm
Yeah.
saying what you're talking about when you're referring to hell. I'm not saying that's what you
No,
believe.
I'm just talking about a place where that you go.
I don't believe that's the thing. I believe that, and this is my belief personally, yeah? So we can break that down after. I personally believe if you live your life from age 0 to age 10, and you punch people in the face every day, you stab your mum in the leg, you shout at your friends, you're just a horrible person, and you're aware of it, and you choose to have that negative energy. I feel like your spirit absorbs all that negative energy, and when you die and your spirit is in that world, remember we talked about this last time, and we talked about and I feel when you're in that plane where the spirit plane, I feel like that is how you will live the rest of your spirit plane out with that negativity. If you live life positively and with love and whatever, your spirit will draw in that sort of energy. And when you're living your eternity as a spirit, as an entity, that's what so that is the idea of heaven and hell, and it's just been personified as this place with the devil and fire, but it's just a visual representation. That's my opinion.
Fair, I get that.
This
So,
isn't
but
anyone's,
but
this is mine.
the creator,
on.
who knows what you're going to do before you do it. Is that? Do you agree with that?
What, that the creator knows what you're going to do before you do
Yeah.
it? I don't think it's a fact of the creator knowing what you're going to do before you do it.
Do people at Apple know what the iPhone is going to do?
Sorry?
Apple creators.
Yeah.
Okay, so Apple creators, do they know what the iPhone's going to do? They had the
Yeah, they do, because they
idea.
develop the software
Okay,
Yeah.
that's-
and
that's
they develop
okay.
everything. So
And they know
that's
that
why
well,
there's
when they send it
technical
out,
support.
so they know that when they
So it's gonna be,
so they know that when they send it out, that the phone
can do this,
can
and
do this, and this,
Yeah.
and what it can't do. Yeah,
They know what
cool.
they can fix.
So the
Yeah.
same thing with you and
Once
a
again, we're
creator.
taking it very practical and very.
I'm just trying to give an example,
Yeah,
just so
go on.
that for understanding.
Yeah,
that,
go on,
yeah?
go on.
Okay, cool. So with an almighty creator who's created
Who's created us? He should understand what.
he would know what you can do and can't do. Yes. Okay, cool. So why would then you have a bad place to go to at the end of your life?
No, but he's just explained that people have different takes on that. That are obviously mainstream.
We're all going to the
Make
same
sure-
place,
ma-
but your
ma-
experience is different in this rave. We both go to this rave, but you're like, right, the music was too loud, they
Yeah.
played too much bashment,
100%.
they didn't play enough soca. I go there because of where my spirit has been conditioned over the years of how I've lived my physical life and how my spirit is drawn in negative or positive energies. I'm experiencing the rave different to you. We're in the same rave, but we're experiencing it different. You don't like that they're selling tequilas at the bar. I like tequilas.
But you're not answering
Do you get
my
what I'm
question,
saying?
though.
Go on, what's the question?
Do you believe your creator knows what you are going to do before you do it? Whoever it is that you believe in personally.
No, I don't believe that my creator knows that in 30 seconds I could go and stab someone in the
You don't think your creator knows that?
No, I feel like my
The
creator
one that
knows
you were
that I'm
saying that's
capable of that.
omnipotent, all of this place and all over the place and
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah.
you're not.
I don't think my creator knows, because once again, my creator has created me, yeah, and I'm not, and even saying that, it's
The higher being that you think that you believe is out there, that made everything that you see and don't see, that's what you lot say, and you
Well,
think he
can I
doesn't know
interject?
that what you're gonna do.
No, do you know why? Because you could have a child and you don't know what the child's gonna do. You could, I don't know, they create AI, artificial intelligence. That artificial intelligence is programmed not to shoot you. What they say, bomba clock, and shoot him. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
what?
This is a Terminator stuff.
That's a malfunction in the AI.
Right.
No, but as it develops, it will evolve because it has access to all this information, and eventually, in its process of evolving, it might have the capability
Malfunction.
to make conscious decisions without being programmed to do certain things. 'Cause
An AI or a person?
if AI, we were just saying AI, right?
As an example, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're like, oh, let's not develop too much AI because potentially they could take over the whole world and kill us all. So although it has a creator, it has the potentiality to develop a consciousness, i.e. us, and make decisions.
Yeah.
You feel
Like the
me?
iPhone, you're saying Apple made the iPhone. They know what the iPhone can do, but they don't know that iPhone 3645B is gonna malfunction or blow up, or it's gonna stop sending messages, or it's gonna have a mess up with the stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be things that they can't control. You can make something, put it out there, but you're not gonna be able to control all of the millions of possibilities that can happen. I don't understand.
No, you're not.
I think, can I just interject now and say that I believe that we do not have free will.
No.
And the reason why I say that is because I believe it's more of an illusion that we have free will. Yeah? And the reason why I say that is because the current situation,
Stop.
we can even...
You have
We
free will.
can
Stop.
use the
Stop.
current climate as an example, yeah?
Stop.
We've been told to lock down, innit?
Stop.
Like, everyone's listening, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
confused now because
She
he's
just had
asking.
a free will. She just
Yeah,
had a
but
free
some-
will. I told her to stop bare time. She just carried on.
But
That was
forget
my
that.
test.
No,
That was
what
my
I'm
test.
saying,
That's
I'm
not a
confused
test. Yeah,
because
but
you're saying
You
free
could have,
will
but you didn't have to.
as a generalized
when I
thing
say
in
free will,
life.
yeah,
Go on,
Obviously,
sorry, go
now
on.
Cass is talking about free will in a sense where you are restricted to free will because of societal constructs. In that sense, no, we don't have free will. In the sense that you're trying to put over to me, which is the sense of God knowing what you're going to do next. To be honest, I don't have a definitive answer. I don't really have
It's the unknown.
an idea on that. To be honest, it's not something I've sat there and deeped. I personally believe I have authority over what I do and autonomy over myself and my body, whatever. But in terms of free will in a societal sense, no, it isn't. It's very controlled. It's very manipulated.
which is why
it's very,
like we need to break.
caged.
This
There's
is why
limits
when
to
it
what
comes
you
to
can
this
and can't do.
topic,
I would be less
When it-
concerned about God's impact on my free will than how I would be concerned about society's impact on my free will. I'll be less concerned if God was dictating what I can and can't do. I'm more concerned if, well, I am concerned that society has taken away my free will. It's an illusion that we
that's
have
what I
free
just
will.
said.
Yeah.
And basically, when it comes to the
I would say
discussion-
free will, I'd say freedom.
Yeah.
In terms of the society.
when it comes to the
Even
discussion
choices
of
stuff
free
that we
will,
think
we
we're
need
doing.
to break it
We're
down.
not- yeah.
So it's not as simple as do we have free will.
Yeah.
It's like in what
Do you
context?
have free will in the sense of your life? Like when you sit back and people like think, like, okay, cool. You know,
That's
I've gone this way in my life, or I've done this, or whatever. You think, oh yeah, cool. But if you believe in a higher being that's all knowing, all powerful, bro, what you actually think, but you're literally a puppet on a string. We're just puppets on strings.
No, because at the same time...
Why? Why do you say no? Okay, sorry.
So each denomination teaches that in a different way. So some denominations will be like, look, yeah, these are the rules. Yeah, this is what God said you can and can't do. But you also have free choice and free will. So if you choose to live your life in a certain way, you can. But then you're not following the denomination, and there will be consequences depending.
But how can you suffer the consequences if you have free will? If I'm free to do
No,
as
I
I
hear
please,
that. I understand
how
what
can
you're
I then
saying.
get in trouble?
Yeah.
Because there's rules and regulations.
Because in your
Yeah, so
house,
therefore you don't have free will then.
but you do have free
You
will.
don't.
In your
Yeah, but
household,
how-
You can't suffer.
Okay, so you have a free will. So if the Constitution is saying, "Thou shalt not kill," yeah, but you kill.
Okay.
Is that a
If your mum says to you,
constitutional
don't touch the food in
Whatever
the
it
pot,
is.
and you touch
And
the
then
food
you
in the
touch the
pot,
food in
there's
the
a
pot.
rule, but you have free will to do
You
what
have
you
free will
wanted.
to
She's
do
your
it,
mum,
but-
she created you, she
But
built
the
you.
reason
but
how
you-
it changes is because there's a consequence
There's a
to
consequence.
the action.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
But you can still
And the
put your
consequence
hand
of
in
your
the pot.
action,
You can still put your hand in a
But
pot.
you don't have the free will technically. Because you
Yeah,
can't.
because if
You're
it was
suffering.
free, you
If it
shouldn't
was
be
free,
punished.
you shouldn't be
You
punished for
shouldn't be
it.
punished for
But
your
what?
free
Free
will.
will, free will
So-
is the decision
To do as you
to do
please.
as you please.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the decision to do as you please.
Yeah.
Whether there be a consequence or not a consequence,
Yeah, it's
you
free
still
will.
hold the decision. I can be like, don't touch this banana, or don't touch this banana, or there's going to be a consequence, yeah? Out of free will, he can think like, I'm not going to touch banana because there's going to be a consequence, or he can feel like, right, I want to touch this banana, like regardless of the consequence.
Because of consequence.
That's his
Whatever
free
happens,
will.
happens.
That's his autonomy right there. He's using his autonomy to make a decision.
And in
on
the
touching
eyes
this
of
banana.
God, our afterlife, which is
Yeah, but
heaven
then-
and hell, which I don't see as heaven and hell, is our consequence for actions in his life.
There's no such
why
free
the
will
kids get
because
killed?
if there was, there wouldn't be rules.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
If there, no.
Who
Just
told you there's
keep you
rules?
in check. Like, well, don't
What do you
do
mean?
this.
Who told you there's rules?
There's no rules now.
Who told you? I'm
asking you.
I'm asking you. Who told you?
To life.
Who told you?
So if you don't pay the rent, what happens?
No, we're talking about society. That's society. That's different. So what we
So
saying?
how
We're
did
talking
you
about.
how did you guys determine that a consequence equals to not having free will? How did you
Because if
guys
you've got free-
determine
Because there wouldn't be a consequence if you didn't have free will. Because you wouldn't be able to do it to have a consequence.
Precisely.
That doesn't make sense.
Say that again, sorry.
No, yes.
How
yes.
can
Say
there
that
be?
again.
How can you say that there's no free will? Yeah, because there's a consequence. Because for you to be able to do against what you're supposed to do to get a consequence, you wouldn't have free will because you would just have to go. There won't be a consequence.
But listen, but before you have the ability to even do free will, the consequence is already there.
Exactly.
Someone has put the consequences there,
There,
already.
Just like the prison
Yes, and
is
now
there.
you are going to make a decision.
If you
Am
rob,
I
you're
going
going
to
to prison.
do that
It's still not
and
free
face
will.
But that's exactly.
free
It's not
will,
free
though.
will
It's not
though.
So are we talking about that prison? Are we talking about God? Or are we talking about
Free
society?
will.
But this is what I'm saying
Oh,
to you.
listen.
When you talk about free will,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
give
have
you
to
free
break
will.
it down,
Maybe
and
you're
you
not
have to
getting-
you have to put it to every single thing.
Yeah.
It can't just be free
One
will with
thing.
religion or free will with
Thank you.
like whatever the case may be.
Of course, it's
At the end of
different
the day,
circumstances.
yeah, but free will across the board does not exist. You can't even say certain things right now. Talk about certain religions.
So we're talking about society,
No, but
government. Yeah,
I'm
we
saying
can't have
it's
free
talk
will.
about-
confusing
We are
because
okay.
we're just popping in and out of different
Yeah,
constructs
and it's
of
two
free
different-
will.
yeah.
It's
It's
confusing.
not, it needs to be
Well, if
broken
you
down.
ask
That's
me
why I
if
said at the
society
start.
do we
Yeah,
have free
yeah.
will, it's a no.
Who has designed your life? Well, that's what I want to know. Who do you think has designed
That's
your
not
life?
free will though, is it?
I know. I'm just asking a question.
Being born into the world is by nature and the higher powers or whatever. Yeah, being born into the world, living in society in the world and the constructs of society. Where that's man. That's man.
Does your
control.
God know the end of your life already from before you're born?
I don't know. Ask him.
Okay.
Lifestyle because you follow
So
it.
free
That's
will.
what I'm saying. I'm asking you because of your
But
lifestyle.
I
like,
don't
what
know.
do you-
It doesn't mean I know everything because I believe
No,
in
I'm not
something.
asking. No, that's a
Okay,
general
can
question.
we just
Yeah, I
quickly
don't
read
know.
the meaning
I
of
really don't
free
know.
will though? Because then this will just
Yeah, because if we can get to what we're
Go on.
actually aiming
Free
at.
will is the ability to choose between different possible courses of action. Free will is closely linked to concepts of moral responsibility, praise, guilt, sin, and other judgments, which apply only to actions that that are freely chosen. So that's where I'm coming from. Free will is you freely choosing the actions you're going to take, but it's closely linked to concepts of moral responsibility, praise, guilt, sin, and judgment. So what it's saying is, although there are consequences, free will is the freedom of choice to
do what
choose
you
for
want to do.
yourself.
Yeah.
So is that
Regardless.
irrespective of
Yes.
of a consequence?
Yes. So that's
Of course,
why
the
I'm
consequence
very
doesn't make it
confused
free
with
or
what
not.
yous are saying to me.
Nah.
A consequence has
Yeah,
nothing
I
to
don't
do with
know.
having
I
free
still
will.
don't. I still don't.
A
We've
consequence
just read the meaning.
I just want. I'm
A consequence is a construct.
The God
It's
that you-
created
the God
by
that you
someone
believe-
as
hold
a
on.
response to someone having their free will that they don't like.
Yeah.
You was talking to
Yeah,
me
but
and you
then-
shouted
okay,
at me.
so-
I didn't like that. So your consequence,
Where
I
did-
put that together.
So
You
can
know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
say something?
That's what just.
It comes from
What
Wikipedia.
about well,
Worst.
Wikipedia is
Yes,
not
Wikipedia is the worst.
a
the
credible
God that
source.
you. The God
But,
that you
okay,
believe in.
Let me just say this, yeah.
Okay, so let's
When
not
it
go
comes
with
to
Wikipedia, let's
Cambridge
go to Oxford.
Dictionary says the ability to decide what to do independently of any outside influence.
Okay.
And that's it.
Same
that's
thing,
it.
really.
Cambridge
So
Dictionary.
that was more of a deeper meaning. But my one was more deeper. Your one was more.
Which is more elaborative.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it just
it's
means
elaborate.
the same thing, though. See, the freedom to choose what you're gonna do
outside of
next.
any influence.
Yeah.
The
Where?
God. I just want to know. Yeah. Let me just give you an
I don't
example like this.
care.
Yeah. So,
Go on.
in terms of like Christianity, yeah, heaven and hell, yeah, cool. As someone who's a Christian, if they, let's say, their family's Christian or whatever, and they live their life however they live or whatever, and they're considered a sinner, by the rules of Christianity, they will go to hell, yeah? Okay, cool. But the God that they serve knows that person in and out, yeah? So that person the God who created them knew everything they was gonna do, yeah? Knew that they was gonna do all these bad things,
Yeah.
knowing that at the end I would have to send them to hell. Is that free will? Did that person have free will
You're
to live their
talking
life?
like Christianity and like.
No, but that's the only example I can try to use it for an understanding. I know. I'm just giving an example.
Understand it is like this, yeah. So
Because it
like,
does say that
spiritually, we're here.
he
to-
knows all things or something.
He does.
That's Christianity.
Yeah,
right?
so that's
I don't
very
agree with
much
the
Bible.
Bible.
That's what I'm asking.
Spiritually,
Yeah.
we're here to evolve, yeah. Spiritually, so this is a vessel that we're just living this particular life in,
Until we reach Christ consciousness.
And then when precisely that's end game, yeah. To read. I'm not saying Christ was an actual guy because we've had this discussion before, but Christ consciousness.
Christ consciousness is a thing, which is what Jesus Christ was supposed to have achieved, why he could pull off these miracles and these feats, and why he was classing himself as the Son of God. But obviously, the way stories are told are different, and Christianity has taken it as he's the Son of God. But Christ consciousness is something, in my beliefs, that everybody can achieve. Christ consciousness.
Absolutely,
it's a thing.
It's difficult, but you could get there. So this vessel. Like this particular vessel is taking us through this life, but while we're here, we are supposed to be evolving spiritually. That is what, like, that's like some religions will be like your karma. They will use terminologies like karma and reincarnation because we're here. We're not just here temporarily, like this life, and then it's over. In their opinion, but we're here to live until we learn the lessons that we need to learn to evolve spiritually, till we reach Christ consciousness in inverted commas, because. Who knows what that is, yeah? But let's just say a singularity of consciousness, yeah? Then when you're there, when you're at that place, to be quite honest, I can't tell you what happens. I don't particularly know. Maybe then you go and chill with whoever it is, okay? Gabriel and then Monday. But amongst all of the reincarnated lives that you come back as, you are going to make mistakes. You need to. That is the evolution of the soul. That's the evolution of the spirit. You need to make the right decisions and you need to make mistakes in order to evolve. Yeah. Which is end game. End game isn't to go out and buy a pair of Louis Vuitton boots and a nice Mercedes car. That's what we're taught materialistically is the end game. That's not the end game.
Oh, I heard that.
It's to evolve spiritually.
My question still hasn't been answered though.
No, but you said you were just talking about as a Christian, if you do a bad thing, you will go
just on logic. Forget because whoever's a Christian, whatever. Just on logic, does that sound like that person has free will?
But we don't believe in that. So
wait, stop. Say that again.
No, but this is what I understand what he's saying.
I'm saying
because if your God, or whoever you believe in is the.
So we say the different gods.
I know.
No, because obviously when I said about Christian, you said I'm not Christian, so that's why I said. Like whoever you
believe in. But basically, the higher power,
I don't believe in a person, but God.
No, that's a higher power.
That's why I said the higher power, the higher power has the power to see all things, yeah? So basically what Dane is saying is that if your life is already written, you hear that all the time. Your life's been written.
But where in Christianity? I'm not a Christian.
Exactly.
She hasn't said Christianity. You're not listening to what she's saying.
What she's saying comes from Christianity.
No, it doesn't. She's saying higher creators. You could believe in absolutely anything. You could be a spiritualist. You can be Muslim. You can be anything. She's just saying generically.
Okay, cool.
Whoever God is, he's omnipotent. He knows everything.
So he knows everything. He, she, cat, dog, whatever. Knows everything. So if your life has already been written, he's saying that he should know, or she should know, or whatever should know your step. So he knows you're going to sneeze right now. He knows. Just wait. He knows you're going to sneeze. He knows that in 5 years you're going to go uni. He knows in 4 years' time you're going to have 7 children. Wait. He knows all of that. Just wait, man. So he knows you're doing all of that. So what part of that journey was your decision?
Yeah.
What part of that journey did you decide?
Actually, so am I hypothetically being a Christian? Whoever believes in that?
No, we're not saying a Christian. We're not saying you're a Christian.
Your life in general, you.
Just you.
You guys are saying that this rule, that this says that your life is written. Where does it say? In what belief? I don't understand.
You don't get it.
No, but you're not breaking it down.
No, but I think she's broken it down.
I've broken it down, and I feel like we're on the same wavelength, innit?
I want understanding from your point of view.
Yeah, from your point of view. So he's not using any terminology.
Is there free will?
Yes, based on how your opinion, because this is based on a conversation on opinions from each of us. How do you in your heart? So you follow the higher being. You're a spiritualist, whatever.
How do you feel in the belief that you have?
Where have
with
you
your
had free
God,
will?
whoever that may be?
I don't feel that it's written. I don't feel that it's that. I'm gonna go up and be a sailor. That's my plan.
So you can have free will. That's what you're saying.
I said this in the beginning. That's what I said. Yeah. But I just didn't understand. I thought we were using the bricks laid down by Christianity.
I was giving an example because every time I was saying, when I said he, I said he knows about he's not a he. I said she, he said you're a she.
You don't be bouncing on him. You know I've been fucking from the start.
Intentionally.
But then you lost the point. Yeah, because you didn't answer these questions. conversation. That's why I said ignore them.
I don't believe in free.
But you were saying it in a very direct manner, though.
Because listen, I just want to know, who or what you believe in that is above you, above things that you can't even see and understand. You believe that something somewhere in this thing we call life has created everything. But you think that it didn't ordain your steps. You didn't think that it made our paths cross.
I don't personify it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get that.
This thing, I feel like it just, like, you see when a flower grows from the ground, that is the creator at work. Like when you're breathing in,
we're more than a plant.
It's just things happening. It's just everything happening simultaneously.
We're more than a plant, but at the same time, the biological like amazingness that's going on in the plant is exactly
that's beyond us. I don't feel like someone's just there like boom, person comes alive, boom, 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 more people, boom, plant tree, boom, boom, boom.
But I would say in your defence, seriously, like now reflecting, because I just sat here like, actually, I would say I do believe like that.
I want to give an example after.
Okay, so is free will? Do I believe in free will? And no.
Alright, cool.
Because I just thought about it. I was defending the thing because I thought you was trying to put it in terms of like a specific denomination. But like when I think about it logically,
it's a paradox.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I think. I mean as well. But to give an answer on this, you can't say it's a paradox. So this is why do you know what I mean? But it is a paradox.
It is.
Because how do I know all these free will decisions I'm making are not part of some bigger plan? Obviously, it's a paradox because it isn't.
Something will happen. You want to make a certain decision, but your gut is like no. And then you follow it, and actually it was the right thing because you followed a gut instinct. So therefore, on that basis, I was just sitting here like, maybe I do agree with Jay.
Bro, actually myself, bro, the planets go around the sun. For whatever reason, the planets go around the sun.
It's meant to be like that.
Okay, but something greater than all of us has put it in motion. They're all in motion. The sizes, the colors, the this, the that. And you mean to tell me, basically. You mean to tell me that, bro, you think that you are just living your life free will.
How you want to live
your life. No. And then at the end of it, you'll be maybe, depending on what you believe, judged and sent to a bad place.
No, forget that judgment.
I know. I'm just giving an example for some people, innit? Because some people, depending on whatever you believe or whatever, I'm just like, raw.
I just done it.
I'm just like, raw. Free will, bro. Listen, we're all literally just rolling with the waves. Because, bruv, like, I'm from a whole different end from everyone here. I met. She came to my house one day.
Just like she turned up. No, I didn't.
She didn't. She
was just on things. So things get put in alignment to.
They're all like.
I believe in fate. But I also believe in
Listen, fate and free will are two different. I believe in fate.
It's a paradox.
Yeah.
But if I just said that in the beginning,
we should talk about fate.
No, you know what? It's a paradox. For me, it is.
What's that, sorry?
The whole thing, what Michael said, is a paradox.
Yeah, but for me to just say it's a paradox, that's dead. You're coming with articulate argument, and I'm just like, it's a paradox. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I was only adverse.
I do believe in fate, kismet. I believe.
Try to put it in like a certain.
Not at all. Heaven and hell. I thought it was that, and I was.
No. But obviously, I was just trying to give examples of like where my argument was coming to, like.
But you guys were not. You weren't listening to understand. You were listening to respond.
And then responding to each other.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh well, I can't be only one tag team. To
wrap it up, there's no such thing as free will.
Listen, it's just good that everybody could get to a place where we could
mutual ground.
Understand. Don't move to the beat.
Come on, sing us out, come on.
Okay.
Define not too impressed at all.
Give it a stroke today. Give it a stroke to